Rochester. God damn. Thank you. Hey, what's up?
What's some of your what shoes make you what shoes remind you of back then when we was in school?
When we was in school, the first pair of sneakers that I remember are the infrared Jordan 6s. I don't see them in here, but those are the first ones I remember, the ones with the red on the inside of the, yep, but the black ones with the like reddish orange color. And I remember them. They didn't, but they're the first sneaker that really turned me on to sneakers. And I remember them specifically because my mom wasn't that mom. So I didn't get Jordans, I didn't get all of that kind of stuff. And so once I started to pay attention to it, I became captivated. So those always stood out because I just saw them like, what are those? And I'm like, can you get me? And it's like, nah. So, but ever since then, it made me start paying attention to people's footwear. So they started it. But for us, high school, probably, because that was when like retro started. Did they start doing like retro? It was still numbers coming out.
No.
So I want to say a Jordan like the.
When retro started?
I feel like they was doing retros, because we graduated in 2000. I feel like they were doing it.
So in like 2000, they had brought sevens back and stuff like
I was going to say, because remember, yeah.
The 90s? No, not retros.
Because like the 11s, I remember the 11s. So I remember Josh had the white and baby blue 11s at Douglas.
I left my phone.
Left your phone. Train them right. Train them up right.
2009 they started retro.
Nope. I remember because he had the white and baby blue ones at Douglas, and then I remember they came back out while we were in high school. So they definitely. Josh Gibson, you remember Short Josh with the twin? He was in Gold House.
Oh yeah.
But I always remember them. I mean, because I didn't used to get that kind of stuff. You pay attention to the stuff that you so.
I remember Brian Moore had.
Yeah, B Moorhead. I was gonna say he had the Bread 11s, but he always was. B was always one of them ones. Always one of them ones. But those are the ones that remind me of high school, like the patent leather ones. I mean, a few more numbers came out, but like that really everybody kind of rock crazy and then a lot of people was on like pennies and like Pippins and like those like Barclays. People was on them type of sneakers really when we were in high school too.
Do you remember like people not liking the patent leathers?
I feel like Jordan is probably the originator of people buying stuff that they might not necessarily like. Because there was a few Jordan iterations that really didn't do much, but it didn't stop people from rocking them. And some people, rock them right. It's all about how you wear it. That's any sneaker. That's anything in general, not even just sneakers.
Them the ones you just was talking about.
Yeah, them the ones. Yeah. I think it was like, Christmas. It always be like around a holiday. Christmas, they knew. The Kobe's and stuff, never really been a big fan. The Fair Guys, I like the original colorway for the Fair Guys, the black ones. Those. I did like that original colorway. The Off-White, the ones probably are the best Off-White collab. The original Chicago Bull colorway.
You ain't like the Air Max?
The ones probably they stood out the most.
I like the Air Max.
They stood out because they had they had a few, but yeah, no.
No to the Sean Weatherspoon?
Oh no, for sure.
Oh.
But when I first saw them, honestly, no. Until I, jumped on the bandwagon. But no, those I think are gonna go down as classics too.
Yeah,
I don't do busy though. You know what I mean? Like all of that, I wouldn't. I would steer somebody away from that.
I wouldn't do those.
I would do like the orange, but the orange would have to be the outfit. You couldn't really do too much. You know what I mean? Like you would have to let them
one time.
be the focal point. They got a couple of flavors in here. Rochester. Look, Rochester doing okay. Couple of flavors. Oh yeah, Keek was telling me that he grabbed them. When I wanted them, when I would have worn them, they only came out in men's sizes. And now I don't really do Jordans no
Olive or is
more.
it brown?
You know they the olive, but they always had that cocoa kind of tint to them. Kind of reminds you of like a fatigue, like you could get away with, or pull out the red. But yeah, those. They got a couple little things in here.
How much is the Ciana? The Nike?
60. Got a couple different flavors. The last 3, so almost 3.5 years.
This your first time being here?
I didn't know we had nothing like this. Thought they let all that kind of stuff go.
What you mean?
I mean, from like our era, when we could come to NYC and All Day Sunday and all of them type of stores, like they felt like they got rid of all of that stuff.
Goldstein's. Remember Goldstein's was
Yeah, Goldstein's was.
Oh yeah, Goldstein's, like all of those stores, like
the Nike
those.
stopped, the mom and pop stores, Nike stopped giving them accounts.
Oh, did they? I felt like I heard that because Harlem is the same. Like shopping in New York City isn't the same as it used to be either.
But how those stores be getting all the
You
new
got
stuff?
multiple stores. Like the street game here is one of the smaller stores that got a Nike account, but they got a bunch of stores. Nike come in, they tell you gotta do this, do this, do that. They're gonna drop you.
I'm talking about like the consignment stores. Like how you getting the new stuff like before it come out?
Some people that have a Nike account, sometimes they backdoor them.
Not bad.
Stuff ain't right either. So, yeah, a lot of times people just give them. Nike accounts are just out ahead of time. They want money ahead of time.
Is it hard to get a Nike account?
They won't give it to everybody. You gotta have a big store. You gotta have multiple stores. And if you got one store, they want you to keep bigger and bigger and bigger. Your product everywhere. They don't do it to the small shops. You definitely can't resell the stuff. So
I was just about to say, do they determine the price point? That was gonna be my next question.
that's why a lot of the other stores, the cyber stores, get them early. The people that have those Nike accounts, they just shoot them across 215. They might sell it out the back door early for like 240, 250. Make their money, make more money. Whenever you get caught, they're gonna get cut off by Nike. So.
What's your favorite Jordan?
Probably top
Jordan.
5, 6, 3s, 4s sometimes. I don't know if I see none. The bread 11s, and then the 1s.
Retros, I don't know if you consider retro, but
That's why we really, yeah.
the first Jordan 4 came out in the 80s. It came back out in 84. So
It's one of the ones I remember. Cause what one was on Do the Right Thing? Was he had on 3s or 4s when they? Yeah, I was gonna say when they. I thought he had on some. I was gonna say, cause yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Yep, TV and all of that. That was another way to see what was out. Movies.
But when they first started saying like retro,
it's technically a retro when they come back out the second time. So
So it's not even a retro if they bring it back.
the first, like right now, the Jordan 45 come out. That's the first one. They come back out. That's when they call it a
He
retro.
got 45 Jordans. Oh, I was just about. I was telling my aunt the other day and I couldn't remember the number. I'm like, they got how many?
Yeah, because next year is his 40th anniversary. So
Of having a sneaker.
next year you're gonna be Jordan 40.
It's crazy. He should have stopped 20-something Jordans ago.
you said the 6s,
The 6s, the 3s, the 4s, the 1s,
the 1,
and the bread 11s.
the red 11.
All original colorways too. I'm not a fan of all of the Like I get, some of them they execute well, but to me, the ones that are the most classic are the ones that are the original colorways. Don't really do low top.
All right, take it easy, man.
Thank you.
So you get all that.
Oh, was we supposed to pay the park?
Oh, it's Saturday.
I mean, them signs don't got no day of the week. It just say pay 2 hours apart.
But it's Saturday, though. You gotta read the signs.
That sign don't say nothing. I'm
wanna
telling
walk
you,
this way?
we can walk whatever way.
Yeah, let's walk this way. Hold on, where Midtown was right here or right here?
I think it was right there.
Yeah, Midtown.
Yep, because remember the underground parking garage? Because I think that's where we used to go on Means.
Yeah, me.
Remember it was the shortcut that you could use and the glass bridge that you could take across?
Yeah, that's from Holiday Inn to right here.
Was we didn't have to.
Walk the street.
We didn't have to.
Unless you was going to one of the stores or something.
But yep, they had all of those and then my favorite thing was coming to Midtown on a Saturday and parking in the underground garage. That was always just so cool to me. Of course, Christmas, the monorail.
I was just telling them
Yeah.
the other day, remember? I was telling you about the train.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And that was the highlight of every Rochester child's year. Because firstly it was a treat. And then no matter how big you got, you can we ride the monorail? You see this thing going around the top of the mall, who can resist?
But the thing about it, that was kind of dangerous though.
I mean, in retrospect, how much stuff though did we do? Knowingly and unknowingly, that was dangerous, that we survived. That was as far as I know, Rochester had one of the first indoor shopping malls. That was Midtown. And then the monorail was one of the first of its kind too, according to stuff I read. So, I feel like I ain't never heard no accidents. You remember anybody?
No, I'm just saying getting up in the air and that
yeah, and just going around and then went around the whole perimeter too.
I feel like you was stuffed in there.
Yeah, because there was a couple kids in there with you. You ain't, but did you remember you always had to look through the cage window and wave down at your people?
They used to charge for that, right?
I feel like it was free if you went to see Santa Claus, or there was some type of discount associated. Because remember, he used to sit up on that white sparkly mountain, right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I forgot Santa.
Yeah. So that was all a part of to me, that as far as I remember, that was all a part of the gimmick. Come see Santa, come ride the monorail, see the thing lit up. See the Liberty pole lit up. That was the highlight of our winter in Rochester. What? Burger King, McCory's. I'm saying this strip. We had Burger King was back by Midtown. McDonald's. I'm talking about McDonald's. You know what I meant, right? That's what I meant. McCurdy's or McCory's. I used to mix them up.
Me too.
One was at the corner, because that's the McCurdy building or the McCory building. So then it might have been with the pictures. And the pictures.
Downstairs.
Yep. 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 It's so nostalgic. These kids will never have no idea. It was just so different.
Where was Cavaliers?
What's Cavaliers right there?
Oh, Cavaliers is right
Right here. Was this a Rite Aid? What this used to be?
I think this was a Rite Aid.
Because I feel like I remember a Rite Aid.
Was this the Rite Aid? Yeah, I think this was.
And it looked like it too, the side. Because remember they had the Wegmans in Midtown. Right before you went, right beside the Foot Locker at that end. And then the Burger King upstairs. The Wendy's was on the exterior of it. That's what it is. The McDonald's was over here. Was Goldstein's on this block or further down? Way down? Oh.
That was by Irish.
Oh my goodness.
But downtown was a landmark for us anyway.
Yeah. Everything.
After the games.
After school.
Just
this
to
was
show
always
off what you had
your wares
on,
too.
I know that's what we.
The lineup was everything because everybody congregated at that same little spot because you know everybody bus was gonna end up at some point. So you just posted up at the lineup. A lot of things happened. They took everything. They got the bus terminal now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Still not the same.
The
The lineup.
Crazy.
The let out. Shit. It's stuff that's only synonymous with Rochester. People, nobody else, when I talk about it, are ever like, oh, we got that. I'm like, the let out was better than the club. Like, before we could get in, we used to make sure we made it downtown before they put the barricades up. And then we just park. We'd get a hot dog or whatever and just wait for everybody to come out. Yeah, I was just about to say, you probably was coming, and you used to be the one to be like, what y'all doing up here? What y'all doing here? Like, what you think we doing here? Now, we made, the let out was the highlight of our night. And we timed it perfectly. Like, we learned when they would put the barriers up. So we made sure we made it over there to park before that. I mean, it depends on where the club was at. Because it was a few clubs, like, so I'm horrible with remembering club names, but the one behind the Liberty Pole, but I don't think it was Indy. It was another one. It had red on the name. I thought it was right to the right, soon as like across from the Liberty Pole. I can't remember the name, but there we used to get down there by St. Paul days. We was old enough. Might have been. I'm horrible with remembering the names, but we used to. That one was one for sure that I remember. And by the time St. Paul started popping, we was old enough to go out, or at least had a way to say we was old enough. So I don't really remember it mattering then. Somebody found the ID. They used to work at Wegmans. So.
Do you remember what store was right here?
It was this was like I don't think it was somewhere we would shop. I think this was a something. I don't remember that being nothing to shop in.
You don't remember what store this was? This was Benz's.
But was it something else before that? I don't recall that. I don't.
You don't remember this being
No,
Benz's?
I don't. I'm thinking it was like, I don't know what I'm thinking, but I definitely know.
Benz's. We used to shop at Benz's.
I remember
They had
Benz's.
the gold, you come in, they had the clothes in the front, then you go through the other back door and they got the gold.
I remember Benz's. Because wait, they got a Benz's in Greece now, right? Benz's 2 or something?
Don't get me the line. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, it's if I'm not mistaken, it's like in the back of Greece near the Burlington. But yeah, I do remember Benz's. I don't remember it being right there though.
Remember, Benz's and Cavaliers was the same people.
I don't remember it being there. I remember Cavaliers too, but I don't know. And my memory's so crazy. We dropped it?
Oh my God, we dropped it all.
Oh God. It couldn't have been, well. And we done walked a couple places. Told you to put it on the scarf.
It was on the scarf.
I thought you put it on the jacket. Because you look like you ain't wanted to. We done walked. Damn, there's no tracker, little beeper, nothing on it. Like, find my.
Like, why didn't it tell you like this? No, it doesn't tell me.
I wonder if he captured it when it fell. Because when did you